Running through a list of my insecurities, and I fell asleep halfway through. Then I woke up with a sense of clarity. I can never be the one for you. Hey! 'Cause I feel better in my own world. Trying to be perfect tends to wear me out. And I've been wondering when this road ends. Tired of being hopeless, paralyzed with doubt. It's like I've been walking on a tightrope. Try to change my mind, but I'm too far to quit. And you can keep your shiny light, 'cause I'm in love with diamonds. We're flawless as it is. Flawless as it is. Flawless as it is. When you're young, the world might break you down. Fell off a couple times, but I'm better now. I found my smile, but it took a little darkness and silence in the middle of the night. I learned to take my time with healing up my mind and knowing it's alright. Oh, 'cause I feel better in my own world. Trying to be perfect tends to wear me out. And I've been wondering when this road ends. Tired of being hopeless, paralyzed with doubt. It's like I've been walking on a tightrope. Try to change my mind, but I'm too far to quit. And you can keep your shiny light, 'cause I'm in love with diamonds. We're flawless as it is. Flawless as it is. Flawless as it is. Oh no, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. It's like I've been walking on a tightrope. Try to change my mind, but I'm too far to quit. And you can keep your shiny light, 'cause I'm in love with diamonds. We're flawless as it is.
This is the 2KMC, and my juices are flowing because it's time for your State Farm Assist of the Month. You submitted your favorite passes, and now it's time to choose the best. First up, we have Lifeless Reject getting. Wait! Oh man, gotta have a little more respect for yourself. Wear a long-range bounce pass plus a. Back up. I'm in the 7, I'm gonna act up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, you stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'm in the 7, I'm.
A beautiful day as it usually is here in Phoenix. Such a dramatic setting here in the Arizona desert. Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's Noche Enabia, a celebration of the amazing Latin culture in this league and its fans all around the globe. A great tradition we get to enjoy. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers going up against the Phoenix Suns here at their home Talking Stick Resort Arena. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, it took 5 long months, but Anthony Davis's trade request was finally granted. And now he has a new start in Los Angeles alongside LeBron James. And the Lakers now boast 2 top 10 players. Kevin, this is a team with legitimate championship aspirations.
And DA, that's the standard for the Lakers organization. Thanks for that report. And we got a chance now to check out multiple seasons of assist numbers and what has been the trend for Rondo.
And the trend that he's going through with his assist numbers dropping over the past few years isn't a good one. I don't want to say he's become a more selfish player because that's too harsh, but he's become a little too concerned about finding his own shot rather than creating for his teammates. He may want to rethink that.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Green out there with Bradley, and it's McGee in at the 5. And for Phoenix, Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Saric and Ayton at the 4 and the 5. And it's Oubre in at the small forward.
And, quite a bit of turnover for the Lakers in recent years, guys, from the front office to the coaching staff. I think it's always important for an organization to have a common voice to speak in stereo and have everybody in proper alignment from the top down to the court.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Bradley passes to Green. Here's Davis. And it's Ayton with the rebound. And as the Lakers have looked to fill positions, Clark, a real affinity for candidates with the Lakers' history.
Yeah, that's exactly right. They view it as a family, but here recently, they've expanded their options and have looked outside of past Laker pedigree in terms of filling some key spots, which is part of what you have to do if you're going to move forward and be successful.
Here's Oubre. And Saric kicks to Booker. Shot clock at 5. The top of the key jumper is on the mark.
And obviously a total team player. Saric is a guy, if his teammate is open, he's going to get the ball.
The drive by James, and the layup's good off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. We've played just over a minute here in the first. Ayton finds Rubio. Here's Booker, guarded by Bradley. Back to Rubio. Second shot opportunity. McGee with the block.
Yeah, if you had to pick the top priority for McGee, I think that's it. Contest shots, block shots, get in the air, use that length to deny shots at the rim.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Phoenix Suns come into this one following a loss to the Trailblazers in Portland. The pass to Saric. Oubre with it. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game.
Right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Boy, you're playing with fire. Anytime you leave somebody open on James' team, LeBron, his court vision, outstanding.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim.
Yeah, just couldn't contain himself, couldn't control himself there.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Oubre, good.
Terrific assist that time by Rubio.
Lakers leading by 4. Here's LeBron, and finished off by LeBron.
And LeBron is a force rolling to the rim. When he's diving inside, he's looking for the punch.
Now here's Booker. 29 points for him last game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
Oh, that was worth the price of admission.
It never gets old seeing LeBron throw it down, especially when he decides to do it with a little flavor.
Here's Rubio. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And we have to mention his rebounding. It wasn't all about the offense. He battled his tail off down low.
Here's James, and he drops in the layup off the glass. LeBron's got 10.
You know, LeBron James is so strong and able to finish through contact because of it. You've got to wrap him up. You've got to get him before he gets that ball up in the shooting motion, because contact other than that doesn't bother him.
No good from Booker. The Lakers in the lead. Green passes to LeBron, and James throws it down.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
So it's Phoenix now after the basket by the Lakers. To the middle, here's Saric. Good. And a nice assist from Booker.
I think the offensive game of Saric is really good and continues to evolve. Encouraging to see him be aggressive inside.
Nice shot by James. Clark, some of those lottery-bound teams now giving more minutes to their younger players, developing them, looking into the future, which means more veterans, unfortunately, will have to sit and watch.
And, you know, I always say this, and it's much easier said than done, but you're a professional, whether you're in the rotation, a young player or an old player, you have to approach it in a professional manner. And that means accepting the good with the bad, the sweet with the bitter, and that takes a maturity level. And, you know, when the trade deadline is behind you, you only can control what you can control, and that's what veterans should be about.
And hopefully the coach communicates the ideas behind the moves, too.
I like that, but there's no obligation to do so.
Right. You look at James, what a contribution.
I mean, he's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
Let's go now to the 2K leaderboard for a look at some players that have gotten only better as the season's gone on. The top scoring small forwards since the All-Star break. LeBron James, number 1.
You know, call him whatever you want. The bottom line is he just finds a way to score. And when he gets going, he can tear the rest of the NBA to shreds.
Well, there's no question he is the priority for any defense they're up against. He's impossible to shut down entirely, so you just want to slow him down from his spot on the wing.
And at 7'1" and 250 pounds, Ayton is a handful. Not easy trying to guard him without fouling.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First one falls for him. Last season, the Suns made DeAndre Ayton the number 1 overall pick in the draft. They had no hesitation, Greg, in making that call.
And when a player like Ayton, who was in the Rookie of the Year convo from the get-go, is available, you have to take him. Not only is the upside sky high for Ayton, but he was an impact player from day one for the Suns.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
And when you watch DeAndre Ayton, you really are just floored by how he moves. The amount of speed and agility he has for a player as solid as Ayton is doesn't come around very often.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. 11-point game. And finished off by Oubre.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Now, here's Rubio after LeBron James's miss. And he makes that one. And those physical attributes of Ayton are so imposing. Greg, who does he remind you of?
I mean, for current players, you see a bit of Embiid and how they both move so fluidly for 7-footers. From the past, I see a bit of David Robinson in his game.
Here is Rubio, following the basket by JaVale McGee. Oubre against James. Unloads from 13. And Davis pulls it down.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team.
That's going to be over and back, not watching for the line that time.
Here's a look at the stats for Devin Booker. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run. 5th in assists, 9th in scoring, and he's among the top 20 free throw shooters in the league. Doesn't waste many opportunities at the line.
And as you said, dropping dimes at a top 5 pace. He's in total command of his team. They look to him for leadership, and he does not disappoint. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Lakers.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
And the Lakers making a change here. Howard's checked in. James, no good on the free throw. Greg for the Phoenix Suns with a franchise-high 9-year playoff drought. There is pressure on this team to find their way out of that long rebuild.
And their moves on draft night, they raised some eyebrows. They've got some young talent, but can new coach Monty Williams turn them into a winner? Long-suffering Suns fans certainly hope so.
Sensational at hitting the glass. Howard has fantastic timing when he goes after those rebounds.
And here's Rubio. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Oubre. Shot to stop the run. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
Boy, he's doing everything he can at this point. The rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
LeBron's shot is good.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Here's Saric following the basket by LeBron James. Oubre can't get it to go.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Over Rubio. Again, Los Angeles.
Boy, you got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
Suns trail by 16. Oubre on the wing. Off target from outside. Davis against Saric. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Down low, Saric, and slam dunk by Saric.
In close, he's capable of hammering it down, and that's why you got to keep Saric away from the basket.
It's LeBron with the drive.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Oubre, no one around him. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got his 4th assist in this one. Bradley with the ball, now guarded by Booker. And Bradley gets it to go.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Phoenix calls timeout. Clark, as you're watching a game unfold, what characteristics do you look for in a great closer?
Obviously confidence, a real eagerness to make difference-making plays late, and somebody who can create his own shot if a play breaks down. I mean, that's essential.
And the Suns here with a different look. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Frank Kaminsky comes in for Saric. Bridges, he's checked in for Kelly Oubre. And it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Morris is checked in for Davis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for LeBron. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Danny Green. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Bradley.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Here is Carter, following the basket by Kyle Kuzma. Bridges inside the three-point line, but they get it back. Kaminsky misses.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Now here is Carter. 8 points his last outing. Just 5 on the clock. Nice shot from the wing. Carter's got his second basket of the night.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now Bridges, after Markieff Morris's three-pointer that didn't go. Bridges kicks to Carter. The shot by Kaminsky. Nobody around. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet.
Good body control that time by Frank Kaminsky. Seems to me that he's got really good balance and rhythm when he's catching and shooting.
Suns trail by 15. 1:56 left in the first quarter. Carter finds Booker. Another three for Phoenix.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The Lakers on offense. The drive by Rondo. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now here's Kaminsky. Right now he's averaging 11 points a game. Here's Morris. Tries again. Not going to go that time. Now the Suns take it the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
I see the darkest of days. I need a spark and a change. You got me stuck in my waist. They pointing fingers to blame. Really, it's all the same thing. And I never want to be famous. Something about to be great. Something about what I mean. I only feel them down. I've been around and back in the lab. I feel like I'm running around. I need to be what I find. I need to speak with my dad. Things on my mind. Thinking about everything that we got. Cruising and the city rise. Trying to clear my mind for the blues. Okay, so right now. Only way I know is when I thank God that we here again. You know, this the kind of.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Šarić.
And a promising trend this month is the rise in his effective field goal percentage. He's showing a lot of smarts. Shot selection has been tremendous, and it's helped his numbers a ton.
Lakers leading by 12. Here's Rondo. Drills it from outside. Rondo's got 7.
And every now and then, Rondo will surprise you with the occasional triple, showing it off there with range.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
From 12 feet out, and the jumper is good. And the Lakers lead by 17.
Boy, really nice job to take what the defense was giving him there.
Jerome passes to Baines. And that one is off. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played. Rondo, good.
impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Jerome. Pass to Baines. Now Bridges. 6 on the shot clock. Passes to Jerome. And that time, also a missed shot. On its way from Caldwell Pope for 2. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we'll be back with you shortly. Well, you see a lot of players who pick up a controller and fire up NBA 2K, thank goodness, including the king himself, LeBron James.
I play 2K all the time. Seriously, when I'm playing the game, I'm putting certain lineups on the court that I see could actually help us in real life, which is very weird.
Always experimenting, always keeping his mind engaged, Greg, with basketball.
And that's who Bron is. He lives, breathes, and eats basketball.
Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Vámonos. And, guys, the Lakers enjoying a nice lead here.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Frank Kaminsky is out there with Aaron Baines. Then there's Carter. Then it's Bridges. And it's Jerome in at the point. That's who's out there for Phoenix. The free throw drops for Kaminsky. Mark, a big part of your game was rebounding. You controlled the glass so well. What's one thing you would tell young viewers if they wanted to improve their rebounding?
You know, I'm a little bit out of the norm here, but the biggest thing to me for rebounding is pursuing the ball. Boxing out is important, but pursuing the ball and good timing are the most important elements of rebounding. And that's what I would have players focus on. Pursue the ball.
Jerome, good.
It's never easy trying to keep him off the glass. He's an absolute beast down there.
Caldwell Pope passes to Morris. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
What a play there, the hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there, Greg. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
Free throw good for Morris. And I just love the skill set that Markieff Morris has, Greg, at that forward position.
He really is a do-it-all type of forward for this team. Can step outside and shoot, but has no problem guarding anyone on the front line of the opposition. And that's why you don't let him get positioned deep in the post.
Exactly. I mean, once he's got the ball in that area, the battle's already lost.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Here's Carter. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now the pass to Bridges. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for the Phoenix Suns. On Saturday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Dallas Mavericks. And then on Wednesday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And for that matchup with the Mavericks, you know they're going to be amped up for that one. And they'll need to be. That's going to be one tough game for that group.
Here's Jerome after Rajon Rondo's bucket. Jerome passes to Bridges. Pass to Kaminsky. Now here is Carter. From deep three-point range, they get it back. A second chance effort. Shots good by Baines. Baines has got 8 points.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
I love that mid-range shot, Greg. It's definitely given the defenders something extra to think about.
Jerome, no good.
Yeah, and he tried to work the spin move that time, and it went about as well as you'd expect.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Here's Jerome. Pass to Baines. Passes it to Jerome. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Lakers leading by 22. Here's Kuzma, and Kuzma slams it in.
Boy, you got to shut these lanes off because Kuzma relishes the opportunity to finish around the rim.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And the basket by Kaminsky.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
Here's Kuzma. It's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got his third assist on the night. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Here's Baines. He's covered by Rondo. Offensive rebound, Kaminsky. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Kyle Kuzma picks one up.
Frank Kaminsky was picked 9th overall back in the 2015 draft, and he's really established himself in a few years as a quality role player who can stretch the floor.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
Well, it definitely was a disappointing part of his game this year. Not the numbers he was hoping for from the stripe.
The free throw drops for Kaminsky. And Clark, when you were playing, I imagine the pre-draft process was a lot different than it is today.
No doubt about it. I mean, I came out in 1982 after my junior year, Kevin, and at that time, if you were a guy who was declaring early, you basically just had to go on whatever knowledge and information you could get from whoever, because there was no allowing you weren't allowed to go to a workout. Teams could interview you, but there were no on-court workouts, so it was totally different than today.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
For Phoenix, they've gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. He kicks to Rubio. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. The fader. Rebounded by McGee.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Here's Jerome, following the basket by Anthony Davis. Here's Kaminsky. Softly drops in the floater. Kaminsky's got 13.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Another one of those special nights for LeBron. I mean, you know, if he sticks around till he's an older fella, that all-time scoring career mark, wow, might be in jeopardy.
Kaminsky, the pass to Johnson, and Ayton throws it down.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
For Phoenix, they've gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. The pass to Kaminsky. Here's Johnson, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammates after that one.
The drive by LeBron. Again, the Lakers.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
You're right on target there, Greg. Of the last 10 points they've allowed, 8 have come from in close.
Now, here's Rubio. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Pass to Ayton. And Rubio kicks to Kaminsky. Here's Johnson. Banked in off the glass.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Here's Jerome. Pass to Rubio. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. It's Davis on the wing, and the foul called on Anthony Davis. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Picking up his second foul here, has to be careful because they can pile up quickly.
And the Lakers with some changes. Howard's checked in for JaVale McGee, and it's Avery Bradley in for Alex Caruso. Timeout called the Lakers.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. The Lakers second.
I mean, tough to maintain this kind of pace over an entire season. But let me tell you, they are really running right now.
Saric outside. Rubio with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Johnson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And now a look at LeBron James here. Just an incredible month of basketball. He's putting up 29 points a game, 9 assists, and 8 rebounds. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
No good on that one.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
And he can't make the second free throw either, missing both. And at last, they get one to fall. And that's now 9 points for DeAndre Ayton. Here's James, and finished off by LeBron.
Boy, LeBron's so strong, so athletic, so smart. I mean, a bunch of his points come when he's driving full speed downhill, and he's impossible to stop.
And the GOAT conversation. LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Greg, what do you think he needs to do to bolster his case?
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion.
And Davis puts it in.
And, I think this is exactly what you want Howard to do. I mean, when somebody's open, show that you're willing to give the ball up.
Inside, Saric, and slam dunk by Saric.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
The drive by James. Oh, and the jam by LeBron.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, he gets up.
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
The shot by Johnson, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
James right side. Outside Bradley. Here's Howard. Again, Los Angeles.
Concentrating on expanding his game. When Howard is making this shot, it opens up the floor so much more.
Saric outside. And Ayton throws it down.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
Tell you what, you'd hate to be the guy having the responsibility of guarding him. Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
On the wing, Johnson. Three-pointer. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got his 6th assist on the night.
Yep, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
And the dunk by James.
LeBron James knows the meaning of the word layup, but he's much more interested in throwing it down when he can.
And it's Rubio with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. He dishes it to Saric. Passes it to Johnson. Five on the clock. Back to Booker. Takes a 3. The Lakers with the rebound. Davis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. LeBron drives in, and LeBron throws it down hard.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
Okay. Here's Johnson after the basket by Los Angeles. And there's a minute 45 left now here in the second. Rejected by Booker. Now, here's Rubio. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game.
And right there, Rubio doing what he does. Seeing the floor, exploring the defense, finding the open man, and getting him the ball.
And that one's good by Davis.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Ayton, following the basket by Anthony Davis. Ayton dishes to Rubio. Here's Saric. Second chance shot. Here's Ayton. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Ayton's got 10 points in the quarter. Here's LeBron, and there's another one for the Lakers.
Boy, he's filling it up right now, getting the shots he wants and delivering in a big way.
Green against Booker. They get the rebound.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
How about the leaping ability of Davis? Easily gets off the ground to throw it down. And he's a quick jumper and decision maker.
So it's Phoenix now after the basket by Los Angeles. Saric finds Johnson. Here's Ayton. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got his 7th rebound here tonight. From 10 feet out, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. 48 points for LeBron.
Tell you what, if he's within shouting distance of the basket, he's going to get his buckets. You can count on that.
Phoenix, no good that time either. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot. LeBron, are you getting the ball where you want to get it, and is that helping you score?
I'm very pleased with my individual performance right now, but not so pleased with how I'm trying to help our teammates. I got to do a better job of trying to get our teammates in the flow, as well as keep myself in a good groove too. So hopefully I can do a better job of that in the second half.
We'll see how it goes. Thanks, LeBron. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first half mercifully coming to a close. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny's here. Shaq is here. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He went on an historic scoring frenzy, tallying a ridiculous number of points, 2 assists, and 2 steals. He seems to have carried the momentum from his last game right into tonight. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
More often than not, Ernie, LeBron tries to involve his teammates early, but he came in ready to shoulder the load tonight. Terrific all-around performance in the first half.
Shaq, what'd you think about Phoenix?
Well, they gave up too many good looks. You look at the field goal percentage against them, this tells the whole story. Not enough activity defensively, not enough disruption, Ernie. Like Kenny disrupts me all the time, not enough disruption.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Checking out the group for Frank Vogel to start the second half. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Anthony Davis is out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Bradley in at point guard. Oubre passes to Rubio. Back to Oubre. And the pass to Ayton. From deep. Shot clock reset for Phoenix. McGee with the block. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it, the fast break chance. And yep, another basket.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. The Suns have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. And here's Rubio. Down low, here's Saric. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Saric has got 8 points.
Yeah, you know, Saric can get it done just about from anywhere, and he's comfortable firing from mid-range, too.
Yet another bucket.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. The drive by Booker. Basket good. Booker's got his third basket of the night.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
And it's Davis missing.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Now, here's Oubre. 11 points in the game. Rubio, no good on the 3. Davis inside. Saric is there. Wasted no time on that one. 14 points for Anthony Davis.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Greg, they keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
Pass to Booker. Oubre against LeBron. Great D that time from LeBron.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Booker in the corner. The three. The rebound by the Lakers. McGee's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And Green with the basket on the assist by Davis.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Now, here's Rubio. Sharch finds Booker. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Offensive rebound. Ayton trying to break free. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got 9.
That kind of energy and hustle on the glass usually produces good results.
James misses. And it's Rubio with the ball for Phoenix. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip.
And the all-around offensive game Ayton has is just fantastic, capable of scoring in many different ways.
2 points, that one goes.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
And LeBron James Clark climbing the all-time scoring list, last season passing Michael Jordan. This season, Kobe Bryant. Clark, any chance LeBron someday passes another Laker great Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for the most career points in NBA history?
I think it's simply a matter of his health, because if he stays healthy, then it's not if, but when. By the time his contract runs out, guys, in 2022, he'll be right in that neighborhood of my all-time favorite player, and I think the greatest player to play, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You know, we've seen a much different version of him in this half, guys. He's been sharper, more focused, and more assertive.
Timeout called the Lakers. Some changes for Phoenix. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Mikal Bridges comes in for Sharch, and it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio. Here's Rondo. Good work defensively by Carter.
You know, the fact is he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
Oubre passes to Carter, and he banks in the layup. Carter's got 6.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there's always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. But players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. And some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you.
So quick on these drives, as quick as a hiccup. Can't let him, Caldwell Pope, get into the lane like this.
Here's Baines, covered by Morris. And Baines kicks to Oubre. And it's off from three-point range.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter. And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
Carter outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Carter's got 5 points in the quarter.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him. A moment now to see the numbers for Rondo. Averaging about 7 points, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And there isn't much to write home about with his numbers. I think he'd like to up his contributions.
Yeah, but you got to earn that chance. I mean, you get what you earn. His numbers are fine, but he's not going to get a lot more floor time unless he turns it up a notch.
And the first one drops. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Phoenix has gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Here's Jerome. Good on the shot. Jerome. And here's Rondo. 15 points in the game. Here's Morris. And Baines pulls it down.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
Shoots the 3. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Baines has got 11.
You know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to D him up.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Baines.
Now that we have a second, take a look at the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers over the last 10 games. In third, the Lakers. Fourth, the Suns.
Yeah, both of these teams of late forcing turnovers and converting them into offense at the other end.
And he knocks down the first one. Dwight Howard. He's checked in for Morris. Both good from the line that time. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
You know, that's how you do it, guys. I mean, he passed his way out of the double team and into an easy basket.
Swiped it away. Fast break. Here come the Suns. Here's Jerome. He's covered by Rondo. The offensive rebound. Jerome, good. 6 points for him.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Taking on everybody, all comers. Kuzma's very aggressive, and he's used to getting hit on the way up and plays well through contact.
Here's Jerome. Following the basket by Kyle Kuzma. To the right side. Shoots, and the Suns tack on 2 more. And here is Los Angeles now. Here's Howard.
Well, a chance to check out Mikal Bridges here. This last month, he has been a real positive for this team. First in free throw shooting. And with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And it's nice when you have the NBA's best free throw shooter just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been completely automatic this season. No good on the free throw.
And when you think of Howard, defense and rebounding immediately comes to mind. I mean, he knows his role and plays it pretty well.
That one misses.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
This is how you do it. That's exactly how you do it. Defender pressing up on you, you press right back.
Kaminsky, the pass to Baines. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points.
A lot of bounceability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous.
Now, here's Bridges. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. And Phoenix making a change here. Johnson's checked in.
Johnson.
Carter looking around. Dishes to Kaminsky. Pass to Baines. Now, here's Bridges. He's guarded by Howard. Bridges misses. Lakers leading by 21. Here's Caruso. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Yeah, first and foremost, he's a pass-first team player, is Caldwell Pope. Love seeing that.
Carter, the pass to Kaminsky. Caldwell Pope against Bridges. Back to Kaminsky. And finished off by Kaminsky.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Here's Caldwell Pope. It's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got his 7th assist in the game. Passes it to Kaminsky. Back to Carter. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. That's good from Carter. Carter hits them both. Ricky Rubio checked in for Phoenix. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Davis is checked in. Phoenix with the ball. Carter down low. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
That's his 2nd personal foul.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
From mid-range, it's been a very nice game for them. I mean, they've been finding the bottom of the net a lot.
Yeah, but I also like the balance because they're doing a great job of getting inside and converting around the rim. I really like their aggressiveness.
He misses the free throw. And he's good on the second. Los Angeles leading by 20. Lays it up off the glass. Caldwell Pope's got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, cashing in close. Caldwell Pope showing you there. He's more than just a jump shooter.
There's the pass to Rubio. Back to Johnson. Carter outside. 5 to shoot. Fires from the wing. That one off the back iron and out. And Los Angeles guys shooting an almost unfair 78% from the field. And it's Rubio with the ball for Phoenix. Carter finds Rubio. Bridges, no one around him. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Bridges has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Caldwell Pope. They grab their own miss, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, you got to be careful how you defend Caldwell Pope because he's got great speed and he knows how to use it to draw contact.
For Los Angeles, they have made 5 of 8 of their free throw attempts.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
And guys, that allows their opponents to play very aggressive defense if they choose to, knowing it's not a bad thing to send them to the foul line.
And he makes the first.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, his defensive quickness sets him apart.
Some changes for Phoenix. Andre Ayton's checked in for Aaron Baines, and it's Saric in for Bridges. And the Lakers also making a change. Bradley's checked in. And Caldwell-Pope drops them both. 1:07 left in the third quarter. Suns trail by 21. To the wing right side. Rubio against Bradley. And Rubio kicks to Carter. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers. LeBron comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And Greg, when you evaluate Avery Bradley, the offense isn't what it once was, but the defense is certainly still there.
Yeah, Bradley has struggled with the scoring in recent years, but defense, that does not go cold. Still a menace to ball handlers, and his reach and length can suffocate perimeter players. And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
You know, once LeBron gets into rhythm, I mean, this shot is butter on a lobster tail, boy. I mean, you see how confident he looks taking it? Count it.
Johnson, a wide open look, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
To the middle, here's Ayton. McGee with the block. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Los Angeles on top, delivering the blowout. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Johnson and Saric are the 3 and the 4. Ricky Rubio is out there with Carter, and it's Ayton in at the center position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Here's Rubio, following the score by Avery Bradley. Saric outside. Back to Rubio. Bangs home the trifecta.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Jared Dudley's checked in for the Lakers. Quinn Cook comes in for James. Pass to Green. Over Johnson. And Green with the basket on the assist by McGee. McGee's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Johnson outside. The shot misses, so Los Angeles will take it the other way.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
The 3, rebounded by McGee. McGee's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Pass to Green. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Last season, the NBA announcing the launch of a league in Africa, along with FIBA. Clark, what do you think of that move?
I think it's another example, Kevin, of the globalization of the game and the NBA's intentional, purposeful way of expanding and continuing to grow the game for the sake of the business of basketball, which is a game that obviously you and I love.
And Clark, we see so many foreign players come into the NBA and play well. Not just play, but play well.
Yeah, and not just Africa, although a number of players from Africa, but a number of different countries have signed on. It could make for a more exciting league.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
Here's Cook. McGee trying to break free. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through, Greg. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
The Lakers making a switch here. Morris is checked in. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this 4th quarter. Here's a Kobo. Tipped away. Oubre. The shot comes out.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Carter, the pass to Oubre. Back to Carter. Now Diallo. Carter outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Carter's got 16 points here in the second half.
Yeah, the first half was one to deep 6 or forget, but in the second half, he's looked a lot better.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Carter's got 22.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
Now, here's Oubre. Following the miss by Avery Bradley. Oubre against Dudley. Out to Carter. Another shot. Rebound by JaVale McGee.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Pulls up on the wing, and that one drops for him.
And, he's going to take that shot every time. The defense has to respect him from the mid-range.
Here's a Kobo. To the paint. And then Johnson with the dunk.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Here's Cook. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Cook's got 7 points for the quarter.
And they're leaning on the mid-range right now. That's 6 of their last 10 from that area.
And he gets it to go.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
He gets it in there. The Suns have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Oubre finds Carter. The three from Johnson knocks down the three ball.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second three of the game.
Here's Cook. It's hauled in by the Suns. Okobo looking over the floor. Goes back up. And he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And it's Bradley off the drive. Makes it off the glass.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Here's Okobo. Johnson for three. Carter the pass to Diallo. And it's in there. Los Angeles calls timeout.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Alex Caruso. He's checked in for the Lakers. And it's Cook with the ball for the Lakers. And count it from 19 feet away. Cook's got 9 points here in the second half. Phoenix has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Here's Okobo. Here's Oubre. Hits the three-point bomb. Oubre's got 7 now in this quarter.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Mark, we've had sponsors on the uniforms for a couple of seasons now. Do you think everyone's grown used to seeing them?
Yeah, I think it's a normal part of the landscape, and it will take a little more time. I've noticed them myself as I've watched games. We're certainly a far cry from looking like NASCAR drivers, which I think is a good thing. You want them to be done visibly, but not overdone.
She gon' get it, I need in my position. Vacation, I'm living, got so many Benjamins, they think I'm getting it printed. I came with them, you did. This, still living in crib, you can't even comfort a kid. Once a month, she just settle with me. Still like 30, I got a for you to burn. Taking off facts. I used to
Bridges, he's checked in for Kelly Oubre.
Michael Bridges.
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Here's Cook. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game. Phoenix has gone 4 of 6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. Pass to Okobo. Here's Jerome. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Here's McGee, and there's another one for the Lakers. The Sun shooting and hitting almost everything here in the fourth, up around 58% from the field. And the basket by Kaminsky.
And given how big Kaminsky is, it's tough to knock him off balance. I mean, he does a really good job of maintaining his focus.
Here is Cook. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
You're exactly right. I mean, they've banged home 8 of their last 10 points on mid-range jumpers.
From down in the low post, it goes. The Lakers shooting an almost unfair 78% from the field. And there's another one for the Lakers.
That's 10 straight off of the mid-range.
I like the grade, Greg. They're picking their spots and finding holes in the middle of that defense to get those shots off. That's excellent discipline on display right there.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Here's a Kobo. Another one falls for Phoenix.
Not the best of shot selection there, but you know what? You do not look a gift horse in the mouth.
Corner shot. Bridges with the board.
You look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
Count the basket. Clark, there are strong divisions and there are weak divisions, and the NBA might be considering removing divisions altogether and having only 2 conferences. What do you think?
You know, that's interesting. I like the divisions because that's what we've been accustomed to, but just having straight conferences, I wouldn't see much harm in that. You'd adjust the schedule accordingly in terms of how many games you play within the conference and how many times each opponent, but I think that could work. He didn't have a single point in the first half. Bagel, 0 points, nada. But he's starting to get into the groove here in the second.
Phoenix calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
They'd lost 2 straight coming into this one, and he knew he needed to put his foot down. He's shown leadership tonight, getting them back on the winning track. Rubio against Davis. Booker with no one around nails the wide open jump shot. Booker's got 10 points in just the second half. On the wing, Davis, baseline try, and he connects with the jumper.
As dangerous as he is inside, Davis gives opponents nightmares when he's able to get to the mid-range. He's very reliable when he steps back and takes the jump shot.
Saric, that one's not going to go. So the Lakers will take it the other way. Here's Davis. Bradley trying to break free. Good from the moment it left his hand. That makes him 10 for 14.
And, you know, got to admire the patience inside from Davis. Outstanding at staying under control, taking his time, and burying the quality shot.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And the Lakers have possession. Bradley finds Davis over Saric, and Davis gets it to go on the assist by Bradley. 22 points for Anthony Davis.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And the trade for Anthony Davis, a risk for the Lakers, but they feel, Greg, that both sides will find an extension this offseason.
There is mutual interest from both sides. Lakers made the trade confident Davis would resign. A bit of a leap of faith, but the Lakers did everything they could to secure Davis long term.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Clark, when you think of athleticism specifically, talk about the changes athletically we've seen in the league, say, since the 80s.
It's dramatically different. I mean, there have been tremendous athletes through every decade of the league's existence, but it's gotten better with improved training and more knowledge about the anatomy of the body and how to enhance its performance. But now it seems like great athletes are, a dime a dozen versus 8 to a dozen back in the 80s.
Free throw, good, Booker. He's perfect from the line this time. Los Angeles leading by 23. Here's Cook. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
LeBron James.
So it's Rubio bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. The pass to Saric. Bridges against LeBron. Bridges kicks to Booker. Clock at 6. This one for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Booker's got 16 points here in the second half.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Now, here's Rubio.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same.
It actually almost makes it a little more special. Grace over power is how I would look at it.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
And no let-up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Bridges against LeBron. Bridges passes to Rubio. From outside the arc, they get it back. McGee with the block.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Lakers.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
In what's been a good season already, tonight's win will take their record to 50 wins, a big milestone here tonight. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for LeBron.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
And Ayton throws it down.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
And a long windup and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up.
I certainly hope not.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're leading by 22. 30 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Swire for Feeks. The Lakers are making changes. Jared Dudley's in for it's Caldwell Pope in for Avery Bradley. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Caldwell Pope. Great touch. 16-footer.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done. Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
Now here's James. Defense is right there. Cook looking it over. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks very much. Dwight, coming off of the loss in the last game, what was the difference tonight?
We got a good win tonight coming from a tough game last night. Started out strong. We just stuck with it. We stayed together, and we got a good win.
And a good performance on the second night of a back-to-back. Thanks, Dwight. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. See you next time.